We're at the Maine Homeschoolers Annual Convention in Rockport, Maine in March of 2016, and we happened to stumble upon Dr. Benjamin Franklin. So tell us, Doctor, a little bit about what you're doing here at this homeschool convention.
Well, I have been invited to speak about my life and times, my values, my ups and downs, in a variety of ways here. And I believe that the reason that I was invited is threefold. One is that I believed, as these parents do, in the right to educate as one chooses. I, who only had 2 years of formal education at
You went to Boston Latin.
Boston Latin
That's right.
School to prepare for Harvard College, did not work out that way. And so I am always supportive of educational reasons. The second reason has to do with the fact that I was devoted, as many of these parents are, of course, to their children. And the third is that these people are very patriotic, but often don't know a good deal about the beginnings of our country, as I lived it and as I'm delighted to speak of it. Finally, I don't know if this is important to all, I was a man of faith, and although my faith was very often not exactly in harmony with people here, they are still interested in how that influenced the development of my ideas and how I contributed to the Constitutional Convention with that as an underlying principle.
Well, if my memory serves me correct from my history, that at the convention you called for prayer.
I did.
And you said if a sparrow can't fall to the ground without God's knowing it, a great nation can't rise up. And when you prayed, it wasn't some little 2-minute prayer, but you got on your knees and you prayed for you and the other delegates for a good long time.
That part of it, you are misinformed.
Ah.
I did indeed call in June of 1787, when tempers began to grow as hot as the outside temperature. I did call for prayer and for a beginning of our deliberations of the day to be preceded by prayer. But the custom was to hire a minister to lead us in prayer, and we had no money to do so. So my call to do that as a means of beginning in a very civil and quiet way went unheeded because of our lack of funds.
Oh, okay. What if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, if someone's watching this video, how could they do that?
Oh, well, I live in modern times. I go all over the country to present to various groups of all sorts, and I'm delighted to do so. And I live with my 21st century business manager, Mr. Christopher Lowell. And his website, as you say today, is www.benfranklinlive.com. And people can get a hold of me through that website, or, to use your modern vernacular, my email address. I just love that. And that is chris@benfranklinlive.com, and he will transfer whatever message to me.
Well, we thank you for your time, and thank you for your incredible sacrifices and all of your inventions. And especially what you were, the glasses, the bifocals, right?
We call them double-lensed spectacles.
Double-lensed
I'm
spectacles.
very pleased that they are still useful here in your time. I'm impressed with your knowledge about my life. It's true that I did say that if God can pay attention to the fall of a sparrow, is it likely that a great nation can arise without his approbation? And you knew that. Well, I'm amazed and astonished that today you still know that. But
Well, again, thank you.
Pleased to be here in Maine.
And I might pick up some of these recordings of some of your presentations and speeches.
Thank you. I hope you do. They, too, are available, of course, on that website.
That website.
In the online store, and they have different purposes. Some are very appropriate for adults, some are very appropriate for children of different ages. And I thank you for your interest.
Thank you for your time.